The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off. Somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off. Somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Yes, sir. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. What up? So dolo. What it do? Yes, it's Friday. In the building by myself, but I'm here with you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I'm here with you. What it do?
What's going on, everybody?
Not much. Happy Friday, everyone. I know it's after Thanksgiving. Took a little break for the Thanksgiving. Right now, 'tis the season where it's going to be some in and out situation for everyone going on vacations, the Christmas, the New Year's. 2025, we jumping right back in it. Fresh face, fresh new things, fresh new sounds, brand new interviews. So right now, we just, like how all these radio personalities and everybody do, sometimes they're going to give you the little throwbacks for the year ending and different things of that nature. So we got a couple things on the table. But first off, I just got a text. I texted the other day from my man AP. So shout out to AP for always providing the information to everyone out here. So shout out to my man Papa Keith for yeah. So So shout out to Papa Keith. Right now he's running for City of Miramar Commissioner seat number 3. I don't know who number 3 is or who number 3 is going to not be anymore, but
we'll find out.
I'm assuming it's somebody else that I do know. I'm not gonna say no name because I know both of them. So shout out to Keith for I guess transitioning into that politic division now. Radio personality, we worked together back in the days on radio, and and now he's moving into that. So I'm gonna shout out to Keith and see if we could chop it up one day. You know what I'm saying? So see if we can make that happen. So for today now, since Q's not here, I got my man AP about to chime in the building once he gets around the way. We'll chop it up on a few things. Yeah, on a few things and touch some things. So like again, I'm gonna let everybody know right now. Look, check it. It's near end of year. We're in December. We're going into Christmas. Right after that, we popping right into the whole New Year situation. So there's gonna be some times when we will not be on air due to the fact of us traveling, vacation, family time, things of that nature. So,
but if you see us pop up on YouTube,
I mean, if you see us, you know how it is. Look, we're gonna try to get the live things going, the little shorts going, the Q&As going, and different things of that nature. But right now, don't be scared or be discouraged. We're still out here doing our thing.
You feel me?
You heard? So, without further ado, let me bring my man AP. AP is in the building. What up?
What's good, family? What's good, y'all?
What's good?
That boy AP come in like the quiet storm.
Smooth operator, boy. That man there, Big Daddy Kane.
Medea. Is that better?
Barry White.
Medea.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Come out like,
Never gonna give you up.
Oh
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I was just giving a shout out to my man Papa Keith, running for commissioner seat number 3.
Yeah.
So any support we can give, we gonna definitely give that to the family right there. So there's a few things on the table. For me, there's one particular thing that I wanted to touch on, and I was hoping to have some females chime in.
look like everybody outside tonight.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like, look, it's the end of the year. You know how it works.
You feel me?
It's just part of the whole makeup.
They'll
man.
watch later.
It is what it is.
Nah,
So
they Art Basling. That's what they doing.
As I said, they outside.
Yeah. Oh,
The
damn, is that
fake-
time of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
the fake
Forgot about that.
Baslers.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, window shoppers.
And then what? Next week is on Rolling Loud, I think.
Rolling Loud. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, shout out to Saki and Big Red in the building. Coming down. They down. They probably already landed.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
yeah.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, living it up big style, going to the game and whatnot tomorrow. So, was it Sunday? Sunday, my bad. So,
You rushing, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, but enjoy your time right here. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna get up.
New York Jets fans? Is that what you talking about, man?
I don't know what fans. I know they just living life right now. They shooting the Jacksonville's thing. So if the Jets is in Jacksonville, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? So I know they on something. See, last week when we was talking to Jess, they on that movement now, and I see the men now starting to do the little things now where they connecting with the sports. You know what I'm saying? So with that now, they on a mission now to say, yo, we just gonna live it up. A few are retired, so it's like, all right, because when you retire, it's like, and you still young, lucky, that's one. And 2, it's like, what do? You bored out your mind right now. So those are the little things.
Take flight.
So recently I heard something in Killer Cam was talking about it. I love when Cam talk because Cam is just on a whole nother level on things. So shout out to Cam, the whole squad, yo, Duke the God, and everybody over there, Jewels and Jim and them. There was a story of a female, and the thing with it, I spoke to a couple of females on it. Some was definitely not hearing it, but there's a female that called in. No, it was a male, my bad, that called in, and they was asking their current, I don't know if it was a boyfriend or a husband, if the baby father can come and live with them temporarily until he gets back on his feet. so when I heard that, I automatically said in my head, oh, man, that's Simpville all the way. Like she had, because we spoke about stuff like this, and I said,
what do you mean by that?
Certain things that female come out and ask you and do whatever, it's the respect level of where they feel they got that respect level for you. Now, if the female know automatically, like, you're gonna be like tripping, going off, she's not gonna approach you with that. Nah, man. Nah, not gonna approach you with that. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's oxtail. I know last week it was ice or something like that. This week you gotta be oxtail.
We got some fancy
something. AP, what is that?
I don't know what y'all hearing, man.
Yo, I don't know, something ruffling. I don't know.
That's a hardball. Harbo.
Oh, you got the gummies things?
Harbo peaches.
Oh, well, you gotta keep the bag away from the mic. No diddy.
It's not even. Yo, I don't understand how y'all hear it. This thing is so far away from the mic,
Yo, your mic is
man.
mad sensitive then. Yo, for real.
My
But
bad. My bad.
now,
You
but
good.
so now asking everyone the question now, how would you approach it if your girl came to you and asked you, can my baby's daddy come and live with us temporarily until he gets back on his feet? Now, I would love for anyone out there to chime in and please tell me how would you approach this?
I beg your pardon.
Exactly. Because that's what I would be asking.
You talk about baby daddy coming to stay.
To live temporarily until he gets back on his feet. Now that there has no timeline.
No, that it's not happening. Right? There's no. I'm sure
Who gonna
if
be
it
paying the
was
bill?
vice versa, that wouldn't be happening.
Nah.
Yeah, I know. I asked Simone. Shout out to Simone out there. Simone said, she said, hell no. You know, if it was a female tell you hell no right away. It would not happen. So shout out AP. She said the same thing. A female.
It's not
Not
gonna
only
happen.
not only would she not say it's not happening, she would find a reason to get rid of you, or if she was Hispanic, cut you. If she's Jamaican, shoot you. Like there's come on, man. And if you got an insecure guy, boy, you know what he's doing all night, every night, setting traps, putting some glass in the hallway.
You're a victim.
Yeah.
All types of stuff, man.
I mean, for her to even approach him, I forgot what his name was.
John Doe.
Nah. He wrote into he wrote in like you might say, I think his name was something like you might say Mike Love, Sucker Free, or something like that. Straight out of New York, Mike Love, Sucker Free. And they was cracking on him. They was like, yo, Sucker Free, you was a sucker for even, writing this in or telling us this. You should have shut that down from day one, because he's asking, what should he do?
Kick him out.
So, he didn't even come in. He said his girl approached him about it. So I guess he's thinking about it.
Put your foot down.
So this is what I'm saying. That's what everyone was saying. You can't have the name like such and such, Sucker Free, and you was sucker or frip.
He wasn't free.
Wasn't free, and you was sucker or free. Like, that's the problem with it. Like,
I'm like, it can't happen.
But that's happening. Same topic we spoke about a couple episodes back, where it was like on a respect level. All right. Certain females, when they know they got you, then they got you. They ain't, the respect levels out the window. They not coming to ask or compromise with you. Some of them just telling you, like, I'm surprised. I know some, and they'll tell you straight up, oh, such and such is coming. That's it. They ain't asking you or saying, do you mind if such and such comes by, or they tell you such and such is coming, right? And these dudes is just, okay. See, now they'll come and complain amongst the homies and everything like that, and then they act all hard and tell me, but then when you say, yo, well, let her know. Nah. When you get that kiss teeth situation, then you already know that's the transfer to the simp bus.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
I don't want to upset nobody, and I ain't trying to hear that.
Whose house? How Run said it.
It ain't Run's house. Whose house? You heard? So at that point now, you already know the respect level is out the window. Situations like that, you just have to shut that down automatically and let her know, nah, that ain't happening. It's not happening. If he want to get back on his feet, do better. Or if you want to donate to the cause, go ahead. Use your money. Go help him out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll even throw in $20 and go help him. But Nah, I'm not having nobody under my roof.
Now I gotta pay the bills.
Nah, I'm not doing it. Especially worse off if it was something where two of y'all had any issues or problem back in the days when you first started dating her, and then now he's in this issue. Definitely not. That's part of the art of war, man.
But that's like how Q said. Was it last week? No, not last week. Week before. With Babyface.
Oh yeah. Wrong example right there.
There you go.
Yo, I love Babyface music. Don't get me wrong. Joe,
pay your bills.
His philosophy on things, I don't know. I can't get it. It ain't even the song portion where he's paying the bills, but it's just the fact of going on vacations and all this stuff with the ex and
he's there. So who's
ex
paying
and the new man and the
who's
kids
paying the bills? Hold up, wait a minute. Who's paying the bills?
Not doing all of that. That's crazy.
You gonna have me downstairs paying all his bills?
And you saying something like, yo, it's being it's for the kids, it's being an adult.
You got the money, go give
all
him
this other stuff here. Now I'm straight. I'm good. I'm not petty on it. It's just certain things is it's you start it once and it's just gonna keep manifesting into that. I was about to say the R word. the uncool stuff, and that's the problem. And then look, see how it end up. Homie's divorced again or something like that, or separated or whatever. So it's a repeated. I told you, man. I think he's a 2-time.
I feel like every time he breaks it off with somebody, he makes a new song. I feel like
inspiration.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is just telling you that it doesn't necessarily mean that you being that nice guy or you being that compromising soul or everything is going to pan out the same way. If the end results at the end of this, it turns out the same way where it's like John down the block and DMX up the block, what's the difference? It's society itself and how people are mixing and blending with each other and working with each other. Yeah. If it just ain't gonna happen, it just ain't gonna happen. So I'm not about to compromise my peace of mind, my energy, or anything like that.
No stress
just to be super cool or nice or no, I'm not doing it.
Stress here. I'll tell you that. AP like what he said.
For real, boy. I don't, man.
Boy, AP like I'm gonna just sit back.
Yo, you know what it is, yo. I swear,
there's nothing else I could add or like for real. That's like, come on, man.
Yeah, AP
man.
Fucking cool. Like AP is super cool. Like we're gonna have to get the Secret Guns background music in here every time.
What are y'all talking about, man? What you know, man, it's the microphone.
I'm just saying, you know, when you come in, we're here. We're like, yeah. Hey, I wanna read your mind. It's like
crazy. Boy, AB coming like, so what you was talking about tonight?
The Secret Gun. It's like word.
Wow.
See,
yo, but
wow.
That, for real, that's it's crazy.
Bless you.
Yo, I just hear Barry all the time. Wow. You know, the rest of it was like, wow. Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so my man IT got it now. So you got a bunch of stuff for us on the 15-minute run. Give it to us.
I don't know. Y'all seen this new hip hop?
The list.
The list, the top 50.
Yeah, I got
all time.
Yeah, I caught part of it.
AP, you seen it?
Yeah, man. Jay-Z's #1.
Yeah, I saw it. How? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
you know, like I would like to ask him, what's the like? How do you break it down? Like, are you just a DR? And I ain't talking about Dominican Republic. Like you ride that DR bus all day or something. Like we like, how you putting him in the #1 category? Homie ain't even dropped nothing.
Nowadays, how they compute rappers and everything, they include the money part of it too, right? And the swag and the movements that a rapper is doing, and a lot of pub, man. You got the publicity done very well. Public relations is on his side because you got people. Okay, I'll put it like this: you got kids right now wearing Jordans but never seen Jordan play.
Mhm.
You got
Yeah.
kids right now saying Jay-Z is the best rapper and only heard him on God Did.
Hey, but hold on, wait.
Some of them youngins,
Wait,
some of them
these
youngins is mad
like,
disrespectful.
yo,
Li-
these youngins is like Jay-Z.
Some of the youngins is mad disrespectful.
Listen,
Like,
come on, man.
they
Think
call
about it.
out they call out a drill artist quicker than Jay-Z. They're like, I can't even name
Listen,
a drill
the
artist.
majority, we know what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those lists are not going to be compromised primarily off of dudes that came up like us.
Right.
If it was, then you know what names would be at the top,
Facts.
right? But so much so of the new guard
Mm-hmm.
and the newer guard, and then comes the our stage and the ones that came before us. That's the hierarchy of this thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
The people that were interns when we were when me and and John were doing our thing, right?
Right.
Those interns who
Oh,
were
now.
assistants for us are
Mm-hmm.
now the people that are in position
Yeah.
doing things, right? And their people that are assistants to them are in a bigger position because they understand mechanics of the algorithms, the technology, and stuff like that, right? And then
Right.
comes the big bosses, which are our age group, because IT, you're in the first age group,
Mm.
right? So that's how it goes. So right now,
Maybe.
those are the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the numbers and the ones that represent, because there's still nobody in during my time that is going to say like, yo, Jay's the best. And the ones that say Jay's the best are the ones that really don't equate only
Mm.
rapping,
Right.
but because now they encompass everything. Like if you see that, I know that page online on Instagram, I think it's the bag page,
Mm-hmm.
where it shows, all the attributes of these different artists and stuff like that. And you'll see, the attributes to a bunch of stuff, right? Even Jay-Z's, there's 27 companies that he has or affiliated to or with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, out of those, how many of them represent his music?
Right.
One,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you ask a basic person that voted on that list to give you 10 Jay-Z songs, they're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the top 5 of those people, they're not going to be able to do it. Now, probably when you get into your Rob Markmans, your, who else? Your Wayno, cats like that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But your Eric Nicks, your Kevin Lyles, your Ebro, your Peter Rosenberg, all, like that's not that's Nadeska's list, for example.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's a representation. Like if you had Cam and Mace right
Yeah,
now,
we
you
totally
ask
did.
them,
Yeah.
they're like, no, not that sucker nigga, man. That sucker nigga. Like
Yeah.
that's how they approach it,
Yeah.
because they know really what it is. So it's no different than LL coming out and saying, finally sticking his chest out this week,
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Listen, man, I'm gonna say it now. I'm I'm I'm
Yeah, I
I'm
heard
I'm the best. I don't know what y'all
the goat.
think, but I'm the best. Like there's no question to it,
He
no if, ands, or buts. I'm the best.
he said he
Mhm.
the
Period.
best, but on that list, he had him at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
see,
see.
but that goes to show you like what I'm saying. If Listen, most of those people don't even know that LL rapped. They don't even know that Will Smith raps.
They just see him as a cop.
They don't know Queen Latifah rap. Like they like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
then you gotta wonder sometime. I don't mean to cut you, but you gotta wonder sometime if these dudes do it also to have us doing what we're doing right now.
Of
you know
course.
what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
Because as a journalist, I would assume, for instance, now if it's me and I'm putting a rock and roll list together, or a heavy metal, or grunge, or anything of that nature, right? I'm gonna either start diving in, going to these little hole in the walls, talking to people, asking this, reading the stats for certain bands and this and thing before I put it out. But again, you wonder, one, they want the publicity off of it also, with the hype of us talking, and we'll mention who put it out and say they suck. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care because that's what they wanted us to talk. You know what I mean? But again, on the flip side of it too, is that when you look at how they structured everything with the J's, certain artists, Jay of all, I will say, I will give him this. And for me, being in the hood portions of Brooklyn, the Fort Greens, the old Albee Square malls, you know what I'm saying? Albany projects, all these different areas and whatnot, where worlds collide. If anybody know where worlds collide, you know what time it is and where we talking about. The old Junior Cheesecake, you know, of those nature, them hoods and Marcy and all those different spots, then you would understand, like, yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's like almost like he's the boogeyman. I'll be honest with you, because I know from me going around in them areas, I used to go to school down there in J Street. So I got to walk through the hood in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I remember.
That young?
Huh?
You carried a gun that young?
Yo, box cutter, razor in your jaw, everything. Because I remember the first time I met Tracy Morgan and whatnot. It's early morning. Fort Greene, going to school in the hood. And I'm talking about fat Tracy. You know what I'm saying? Birdman, yo, what up, man? Yo, son. That Tracy. You know, not spit, shine, polished Tracy now. You know what I'm saying? But
now, Walmart Tracy is different.
Pre-Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin, Tracy Martin, Tracy Morgan. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's when he was just coming up in the comedic world. You know what I'm saying? So, even the Wayans, used to be out there. So, and I never knew, like, even when Rockefeller was just starting out, just starting out. You know what I'm saying? Because the first deal that they had went sour. They put out like a little joint. They ain't go nowhere. And then Dead Presidents had dropped. They did, made a little buzz. But to how they put Jay on this
platform,
this thing where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Hove.
Yeah, Hove. You know,
Hove.
And then when he came up with the term Hove, it was like that just automatically tell you like Jehovah, like Jesus, he's up there, you know. And I ain't gonna lie,
blasphemy.
Yo, but
that's
the thing with it,
blasphemy.
Yeah, but the thing with it is just that the fact that, yo, this man, I met him a few times, and people really have to understand who he is. Like, this dude is, let me see how I could put it nicely. This dude is a politician, a baby kisser, an ass kisser, and a person who will diss you and compliment you in the same sentence. You know, one of those type of people where condescending, all that shit rolled up in one, and then will put his arm around you and say, yo, you gonna make it one day. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. When you look at him like, what? You're so confused. You don't know, like, Are we coming or going? Where are we going? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what? Not to cut you off, man. We need to skip past number one and look at the other numbers, man, because we're giving him too much time. We got 15 minutes on this.
Yeah. You're right. But I just had to put that out there that people got to understand straight up and down. Look, if you look at the history of all the people that have been around him and the ones that are not at the brunch, okay, the ones that are at the brunch wants to make sure they can stay at the brunches and want to make sure that they'll get in with certain little things here and there. Now, you rub them the wrong way, or if you sneeze wrong or something, you're off the list. Yeah, that's like the Nazi, soup Nazi in Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? One of them situations.
Everybody that's on that brunch list is here in Miami right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what list they're on this weekend? They're on Khaled's golf tournaments list.
Yeah.
Okay. All those same people are here.
Same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a kiss the ring, different style. Tonight is the Jay-Z party with Jay-Z not even being at the party, but they're just playing only Jay-Z records tonight.
For his birthday, I'm assuming?
Yeah, for his birthday.
Birthday passed.
Yeah, it passed, but I'm just saying, I'm assuming it's for that.
Yeah.
Just think about that, right?
Yeah.
A whole event,
but you're not even
dudes not coming, and it's only records that he's on. First off,
genius.
I mean, that means that they're playing A, B, and C records.
Yeah.
Genius. Pure genius.
Well, it's not even genius. It's just the fact that it's brainwashed, and it's just the fact of I will give it to him. He played all out chess, not checkers. I mean, but the problem with it, and like I said, we're not gonna stay on it long. But the problem with it for me that I have, for what I have, is the fact of everyone is putting him on this pedestal like as if he's really giving back and he's doing so much. And really and truly, he's not. He's not really. Like, in Brooklyn itself, the foundation and stuff like that, ain't nothing changing in the neighborhoods and whatnot, Marcy or no neighborhood, wherever you want.
What people are saying is like,
no, let's not say that.
Huh? Not say that.
The gentrification portion is happening. So if any money is getting ciphered in between that, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, his foundation is doing stuff. The school that he's doing is doing stuff. The library situation is doing stuff. But for the amount of clout and notoriety that he has, his imprint could be a whole lot bigger. For example, if I compare him to Khaled has wholeheartedly have a bigger imprint in all of South Florida. I'd say from Orlando down. So if you're talking about most of the nonprofit organizations that every rapper has in Florida, he's assisted. Every rapper, every DJ nationwide, we the best foundation assist. So I mean, I'll give those things there. So I'm talking about imprint in your community. I feel you, because a lot of people are saying, well, the imprint that's being done in Marcy, for example, is not as large and not as big as it should be. But he's looking at trying to take over New York. Period. So
trying to bring a casino there.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, and again, that's just like when the Barclays situation happened. Everyone got excited because they thought it was him. You understand? But that's the shell game. You see what I'm saying? And he wasn't gonna tell you nothing different.
They didn't read the print. He was 1.8% owner.
Yeah, but
right.
Remember in the initial thing that came out, because I was up there at the time.
Jay-Z's Barclay
going back and forth from here to there, and everything was just Jay, Barclay, Nets, This is him. Come get it. Brooklyn, we back on the map. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it wasn't until way down when it came out finally, where it's like, yeah, like you said, just 1%, whatever. And then we're gonna have Brandon in some of the shops and stuff like that, situations like that. But
you know who does exactly that same thing?
Oh,
our next president, Trump. That's exactly what he does with his names on the building. Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're able to understand that you can leverage your name to be able to get certain things, right? Because the average person will be like, nah, man, I need to have 20 or 30 or 40% of listen, 1.8 of something that is worth 3 point something billion.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, gotta give it to him at the end of the day. But like I said, I still work off of merit, and I've been around these dudes, been in the same room with a lot of them. You know, AP, we've been around a lot of them. Yo, man, for me, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I've been in rooms where I see the youngins, they idolizing, and I just see it different. And when I see a lot of hood dudes out here, when they thuggish, ruggish, and then when these dudes come around, they melting like females, you know, melting for like some R&B singing and whatnot. And it's like you got to laugh in the back. You're like, yo, for real? Like, come on, my man. You know, ultimately, them dudes couldn't. Yo, we got stories for days. I got stories on Jay for my man and them with him on in certain situations. So we know, like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we know a lot of stuff here and there. So I see it different, where it's like, yo, if you was, I don't care what money you was a sucker before the money, you still a sucker now. At the end of the day, that's just how I see it. I'll be in the room with a lot of them. So what? I'm not asking nobody for no autographs. I don't need to take no pictures with you. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how it is for some. Some, they got to be all in your face. They want to have it. They need it. And then those are the ones now when somebody like him, he looking at you like, yo, you's a groupie. You know, that's how it works.
I got you.
That's it. So, all right, who's next on that list? Let me,
Man,
I just wanted to know. But go ahead.
We can keep it down here in Florida.
Kodak.
I was gonna go through the list a little bit, but I was like, you know what?
Oh, we got time. Throw the list.
Well, I mean, all right. So I know, Black Republican probably would like this one. They had Talib Kweli at like number 50.
Talib. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. He was down there. Yeah. I mean, they would probably do that for him, being you know, we know him on a different level. Him and Mos Def, you know what I'm saying?
Over him.
Young thug. I guess, you know, court case, you know, things of that nature.
I mean, the list goes up. It got Cardi B.
Cardi B, word?
Yeah.
Okay. Over who?
Over
Ice Cube.
over Young Thug and Talib.
They strictly going off the radio. It's popularity.
But if you say going off the radio, what Jay-Z song is out there?
No, I'm saying for the other ones that are still floating right now. You know what I'm saying? The Jay situation is just, again, that whole mythical.
Let's go back to the top of the list.
Where's Kendrick on it?
Number 2.
Okay, so I can see that. You know, I can see that.
You got Lil Wayne at number 3.
I can see that. And then Drake 4.
Nah, J. Cole.
J. Cole's?
Yeah.
Okay. So where's Drake? 5?
Nah, Tupac.
What? Where Big at then? 11?
Hold on. Number 6 is Drake.
Pac is 5. Drake is 6.
Yep.
Bugging. No can do.
Notorious. He's
7.
12.
12? So who they got over him?
They got Andre.
3,000?
Yeah, that's number 11. Eminem, number 10.
Okay.
Nas.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj.
Look where KRS-One is.
Where is he?
Look where KRS-One is.
40 something, 30 something. Got to be.
No. IT.
Coogee Rap on there?
KRS-One?
Coogee Rap better be on there.
Wait.
Oh, KRS is not on it?
Where's KRS on there, huh?
I'm about to say, hold on, he ain't on there.
100.
KRS-One isn't even on the list, bruh.
Coogee Rap not on there either?
Word. They got Melly
That-
Mel.
Prodigy? Mobb Deep?
All right, so from 41 to 50, you got Lupe at 41, Prodigy at 42.
No.
Melly Mel, 43. Takeoff, 44.
Takeoff.
MIA.
Takeoff.
Young Mod?
MIA is no. MIA is the female Indian girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about. Damn, what are you talking? Yo, it's been a minute for Shorty.
They got
Oh,
her for Pusha T.
what? Nah, no can do.
So you understand why I'm telling you who makes those lists,
Yeah.
right?
Nah, you don't even want to hear. You don't even want to hear 21 to 40.
Yeah. Go. You should say it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let me hear this.
Starting at 21's Rakim.
21.
21 now. 21.
Rakim is the birth of
21
the Nas
now.
and all these other ones. Okay, but go ahead. Do your
Big
thing.
Daddy Kane.
Okay.
DMX. 50.
Okay.
Ice Cube.
What?
MF Doom. Juice World.
They talking about Doom. They talking about Doom from back in the days. That they can't. They're not talking about like the Doom that came later on.
They're talking about MF Doom.
I know,
with
but
the mask.
I know, but I'm just saying them younger heads
in the
wouldn't know
days.
nothing about MF Doom from like us from back in the days with what you call it there.
No, they did because he was on Rolling Loud shows, for example.
Yeah.
Right? Because he was doing the stuff with what's his name? The dude from Kansas City. The black guy that sell a lot of records, a lot of tours.
I know you talking about
Oh, man.
independent. He's mad independent.
Yeah. Oh man, strange music. That's his label. His label is Strange Music.
They do their own tours in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I know his name. I just can't get it right now. I know who you talking about.
But once again, if you look at the list and you look at those names, right? And
Be like, we gotta rearrange.
when you see people's name like
Chino XL on there.
Oh man, you guys are not nice, man.
I'm just asking.
So, all right, so they got Juice WRLD.
Big Pun? Pun ain't on it?
Yeah. They got Juice WRLD at 27. They got Lauryn Hill.
All right, Lauren, I can,
28. Dr. Dre, 29.
Dre, I can understand.
Queen Latifah.
Okay. Wait. How can you understand? Listen,
No.
Dre,
Listen to what I'm saying. Just meaning that.
Dre, listen, once again, we're gonna go right back to who you think is writing or voting on these things. This is Billboard, right? Remember? A mountain climber who plays an electric guitar. That's who's. It's still the same thing, ain't different, man. Like understand that a lot of these people that were of the culture, a lot of them lost their jobs. So a lot of people are some of these pasty wannabe Rosenbergs, right? And the academic types.
Right.
So it's like a bunch of academics made this list. Right? And every 10, they throw in an honorary person from way back when. Like, come on, man.
Man, that list is crazy.
Listen,
though.
You know the list is invalidated with no KRS-One on it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Period. That just lets me know where people are at right now, and it goes back to what I was saying. They're looking
Buckshot
at
Shorty.
Oh,
Smith
Man, come
Wesson.
Nah.
Redman.
Not even.
Nah.
Meth.
They do.
Meth.
Yeah.
How you gonna have meth not have red?
They have meth on there because meth is on freaking
Power and those different things. Yeah, he's
I'm
some
telling
new
you, bro.
some new movie now, some TV show.
Yeah. They actually think that.
Redman coming out with a new album.
Yeah.
Shout out to Red.
Muddy Waters too.
Shout out to the Twins wherever they at.
And that's a big problem for me, man. That whole
Hey, Pete, let me finish the list.
Yeah.
Let me finish the list.
Shout out to Ellis. What up, Ellis?
Yo, so I left off at Queen Latifah. Most Def is at 31. Busta Rhymes at 32. Future is at 33.
Okay.
Childish Gambino is at 34. LL Cool J is at 35. MC Light and Rock
Marciano.
Yeah.
Okay.
E40 Method Man at 39.
E40 at what? 40?
No, E40 at 38.
They should have just made E40 at 40. It would just been slapping.
They got Bad Bunny at 40.
Yo, hold up. Where he come from?
Well, like we can't even understand what he's saying.
Like, where he come from? Where you even?
Like,
I saw that on the I swear,
on,
my man was driving and I was reading it and I kind of saw that. And then they started talking about something. My mind went on for what they were saying, something. And I never, because I saw the Bad Bunny. I'm like, Bad Bunny? Yo, how do you even get on this?
They don't even have Daddy Yankee on this list. And they got Bad Bunny.
Yankee, where's Tango at? Yo, that's my man right there.
Man, listen, they don't even have Pitbull on there. No, hey man, say what you will. Some people don't even know Pitbull really rap.
I guess. You know,
that's all they
Pitbull,
know.
We know him from back in the days. Okay,
Boy.
Black Hoodie. Yeah, won a battle in the back street.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Smoking
anybody that
Wolves.
remember Coconut Grove that back in the day, you want to see him? Come check him on the back streets.
Smoking Wolves.
That's how he doing it. But go ahead.
I can't hear you, brother.
Hold on, wait a second.
That's crazy.
Tyler, the Creator, ain't on that list.
Yeah, he is.
What number?
Oh, all right. So let's do the 1 to 20. 1 to 20. So you already have Jay-Z at 1.
Right. Kendrick 2.
At 2. Lil Wayne 3. J. Cole, Tupac, Drake, Kanye West, Nicki, Nas, Eminem, Andre 3000.
Damn, you know, it's, I don't mean to cut you, but it's how Big Boy be feeling sometimes. I just want to know. But go ahead.
He don't feel no way because
he don't feel no way because the man
nice
making money
and
on the side.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's just, you know, it's always but okay. I mean, Big Boy did his thing too. So get a man some props here and there. Like, but
that is true.
I mean, like Goody Mob. How Goody Mob ain't on there. Like
Killer Mike ain't on there, huh?
Killer Mike, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nope. And he's relevant right
now. I even got to put Trick in the mix because I know when I came down here, it was like Trick was the mayor. But go ahead.
Now, if they would have had Bubba Sparks on here, I would have.
Petey Pablo.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
We got Biggie, number 12, Missy at number 13, Chuck D, ASAP Rocky.
So hold on. Back up. How they got Chuck D and they ain't got KRS? They ain't got Cool G? Cool G rap? Cool G, like, yo.
John showing his age. But
I'm just saying, I'm just showing the people who fundamentally created all what you're seeing right now. Listen, on wordplay and different things of that nature, if you want to know where the Dipsets and the Cams and all these people came out with the wordplay situation, like The Nas and all of them is a spawn straight off of Rakim. That's Rakim's baby right there. Okay. The Big Daddy Kanes, those are the Brooklyn heads, even though they was out, a lot of them was out in Queens. They know, shout out to Little Daddy Shane and all of them. But at the end of the day, they all was, they had little spawns. You know what I'm saying? That mimicked certain little things. The J and them, they know they spawned off of the Big Daddy Kane movements and stuff of that nature. So it's like to not hear Coogee. Anybody want to hear wordplay? Yo, go and listen to that joint that Coogee did with Mobb Deep and them. What was the joint?
How you got Prodigy but don't have
Havoc? I don't know. That's again like Big Boy and
But then you don't have Jadakiss.
Yeah,
Listen, man.
You don't got Fabulous.
Once again, you ever wonder how we got the messed up history books in school?
Yeah.
Rewritten rules, rewritten laws, rewritten like it just doesn't make sense. And the only way it'll make sense to you is to understand this. This generation don't really go back to really understand the forefathers of this music stuff at all. It is more or less on a universal rap type of thing, right? Because they have it down as rappers. They don't have it down as lyricists, right? That's what some might say. But once again, you're looking at a list where people don't have a full, I'm gonna say, they don't have the full view of the music and the artists, and they've only listened to and plain and simple, they're a bunch of academics, right?
Yeah.
That feel like, yo, I don't need to hear this. Oh, the highlight. If they didn't have a highlight, then I don't really know. No, man. But once again, it's being relevant, right? But then on the other hand, you can't say no, that isn't, because last year for the 50th anniversary, one of the most relevant people that was lifting up and championing it was KRS-One, and he's still doing it, still every weekend, still with the principals, still with the but
that's it. Yeah,
they don't see it that way, because once again, there's no MC Shan on that list, right?
No.
You see that? Who? He said who? Like
who?
Exactly.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna just play something real quick for people to get an understanding of what I'm talking about. And I'm hoping this, trying to find a clean version for Coogee Rap and Mobb Deep.
We already passed the 8 minutes, man. So you don't have to worry about the cursing.
All right, let me just play it real quick. If you want to, this is what I'm talking about lyricism. Okay, this is lyricism. This is what we're talking about. You could have
just asked me to play this song.
All right, well, play it if you want to put it together. Then either way. All right. Hey, yo, you don't need to hear no more. Now, listen, I ain't taking nothing from no Tyler, the Creators, and all these other dudes, but come on, man. End of the day, look.
And when they start adding the drill music on rappers to it,
yo, listen, homie. Yo, at the end of the day, look, we talking about wordplay. We talking about the originality of this thing. We talk about, look, off the strength of just having us from back in the days in the 90s, we all had our own personality. We can go down that whole list, right? And know that each and every one of those individual you named, from the Queen Latifahs to just the females alone, from MC Lights to I'll even put Nicki Minaj, even though she kind of spawned off of the Lil' Kim situation. But all right, at the end of the day, the pioneer ones, the MC Lights, the Roxanne Shantays,
See,
Moni Loves. You can go on.
You're gonna say with that list, but then now on in my generation, they're gonna take some of that and then add in like 50 Cent. And
No, listen, and again, I hate to say it
Your
again, but
your
even with
generation sucks.
even with your
oh.
but look,
My
even with your
this
generation,
generation now.
but even with your generation, it all spawned again from all right, look,
yeah,
we had the
That's
Melly
what
Melts.
I said we're gonna take some of
No.
of
But
those old rappers.
so this is what they have to
and say,
realize, that the chemistry when they were in the lab with a lot of these things, right? And I know we're supposed to go everything, but I just love this topic right here because I think this has to be said once and for all.
You see,
I sit back. I know. I sit back.
You see the title.
I see the
You
title.
hear it?
I sit back and I hear it all the time, and I stay quiet because I don't really. But I hear these young bucks at the job and all these stuff be talking, because a lot of them. I on the up and up. A lot of them don't know what I used to be in, or what I do, or who I know, and all this stuff, because I just don't broadcast
keep
none of
that
that.
on the
You know what I'm
hush.
saying? So I just sit back and I laugh and I just look, and then I'm like, but at the end of the day, you had the Melly Mel's, you had the hip hop, the hip it. We transformed, stepped up. I'll even give Curtis Blow, "If I Rule the World," to the girls in blue, "What you gonna do?" That's the breaks, and he stepped up. Then it came up to the Rakims. Rakim, I think, is the one that ultimately like just blossomed a whole different wordplay and how to put this stuff together, and it spawned everything. Then you had the Big Daddy Kanes, the Run DMCs. The Run DMCs came a little bit before, but Rakim really like had you like, yo, did he just say, that type of situation? I came in the door, said it before, never let the mic magnetize me no more. And you look at like, what did you say? Stuff like that. Even with Slick Rick, I don't see Slick on nothing. Like, so
Man.
to see certain artists, even if you wanted to name a 50 Cent, people have to realize the 50s, the J. Cole's and the Kendricks all spawning and looking back on the history portion, they studied. And then they came forward to their generation and did whatever. That's why their following is so wide, because the originality portion of it, even though they took a chapter out of that page and created something over here. But at the end of the day, just listening to wordplay, the music that they're choosing, how they doing this stuff is totally different from their peers. And that still is something coming from the 90s.
They
That's
say
still
you
coming
from a
from the
rich,
90s.
rich world. They
Okay.
think that doggone song for the intro of Power is one of 50's biggest songs, bruh. But the thing is this: outside of the U.S., they still have a pulse on our music, bruh.
Yeah.
That's why 50's able to go and tour. It's been
kill
now
it.
a whole year and a half he's been touring, bruh.
Yeah.
Said he cleared 100 mil off his tour.
Easy.
Gotta love it.
Easy.
Gotta love it.
Easy. Because once again, if you make classic records, just like I say, man, if you go look at the lineup of Rolling Loud from the past, say 5 years ago, 5 years ago, Rolling Loud's performance list or groups, I could go down a list of Slum Gods, all types of stuff. Who still listens to any of that garbage, man?
Nah. Some of the stuff, yo, AP, too. What be killing me with the younger heads is that now it is like almost a rite of passage to be offbeat. It's like, your timing is like the worst. It's like,
you
what
said
is
rite
that?
of passage. That is what's in, bro. What are you talking about? Rite of
It's
passage.
like, yo, my son, he was playing some music, and I'm driving in his car with him. I'm like, yo, what? Get this from? He's like, yo, come on, don't even start it. I'm like, listen, are you listening to this? Like, this dude is not even on track. He's like so far off. It's like riding the rail in here. This is what I'm hearing in my head. I'm like, yo, this is how you even
There's
listening
this
to
new
this?
girl. There's this new girl that just came out. right? From New York.
Yeah.
My man, she is. If you want to talk about offbeat, it's something that I would never thought I would never see or hear come out of New York,
Silk the
right?
Shocker returns.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, but think about it. Silk the Shocker is the father of all these kids.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. But he said he did it on purpose. I don't know. That's what I saw. That's what he said. So
What
he
else he
said he
gonna
did
say
it on
now?
purpose to
What
make
else he gonna?
himself, you
What
know.
else are you gonna say? I couldn't rap and I couldn't catch on to everything else. That's why nobody was buying my records, and they were
Yeah.
buying it like until my brother
Hey, hold
did
And
on.
all he
everybody.
could
Before the
do.
Silk the Shot record.
That's your generation.
Man, exactly. That's y'all crazy boy.
Yo, we ain't even female wise. I don't even know. I ain't even hear Gangsta Boo. I ain't hear, like ooh, MJG.
Not gonna hit.
Okay.
You're not gonna hear that because once again,
UGK. Yo,
you got
UGK.
man. Come on,
You
listen, man.
the list is going to change up
You know how
20
you have
to
to say
30 times.
UGK? They got you. You gotta say, oh, the Trillburgers guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pimp.
Or you gotta put a Y. YN UGK or something like that.
Yeah.
Because everybody now is YN or ML or
I see one this drill rapper is what DDO Sama.
crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, I
DD Osama.
don't even know.
They got the names is just I hate to sound like our parents, you know what I'm saying? But it's just it's different. It's different. I don't know. I said, I me personally, like I said, I don't have nothing against the younger heads, and I always am open to collaborate and stuff of that nature. But
You wanna hear him real quick?
whack is whack, and that's just that.
I give you like
Go
2
ahead.
seconds.
Go ahead.
You try to push up, then I'll blow him up. Then I'll blow him a flip. I'm have to put you in a split. Me and my bitch gonna start some shit. Limited chops when you hang out the whip.
All right, pause.
That hurts my heart, bro. It hurts my heart.
Yo, you
Like-
notice, AP, do you notice though that they all sound alike?
Dang.
Okay?
It hurts my
Run up on
heart,
this thing.
bro.
At the end of the thing. Rats in the hat, shit in the cats, and chin it at the chain. It's like
And you got this girl that put her whole career on that style, and she's out here in Miami walking around. Half of her weight is gone. I'm talking about Ice Spice, like
Oh.
that's
from the Bronx.
Is she?
that's what it is. Man, it's so boy.
Yeah,
Like,
even with her, she's like, it's a lot of the machines is working for Shorty.
yeah,
That's all.
man.
So,
Yeah, man.
Machines
Come
is
on,
working
man.
for
Listen, man.
My
6ix9ine, 6ix9ine had #1 records, bruh.
Shorty. Yeah.
Before and after he came out of jail, bruh.
Mm.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So you know that
see what he
you,
wanted to do.
you know the mechanism is working. The mechanism worked that record. That's just like what Drake is fighting up against, right? That is the great example he should have used is what happened when this guy first came out, or anybody's record numbers, right? The first week, if you really want to see if somebody's a industry plant, look at their first week numbers compared to their second week numbers. If there is a more than 50% drop, just know that back in the day it was they bought a lot of their own records,
Yeah.
or they did that 99 cents stuff in the gas stations and in the flea market and stuff like that to get off the album sales and stuff like that, because it's like this, man. Fear of missing out, FOMO. If people think 1 million people bought it, guess what?
F Jam
2
was
mil-
infamous for that.
Yep.
F Jam was infamous for that.
Every album.
Okay. There's some alleyway with like Foxy Brown's albums in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, yo, it was Def Jams was infamous for what they used to their little tactics was the artist is platinum, right? And then it's shipped, right? But then it's buybacks. It's a whole bunch of that stuff.
See,
You know what I mean?
but unless you were in the
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Somebody from Def Jam. Yeah, AP, we lost you for a minute there.
Yep, they got him.
I think I'm gonna let him finish, but basically what he was saying, anybody in the industry that know the tactics and know what to do when it comes to that. I mean, it's like now with the numbers. Even when it comes to the internet, AP, if you wanna, you might want to switch off and come back on and see if it resets for you. But it's no different than your numbers on these platforms. You know, you got the right person in your pocket, they can boost your numbers, but again, it can hurt you also in the long run. Also, if the people are more hip to it and understand that today you only had 15 followers, tomorrow you got 15 million followers, then yeah, they know like you ain't do nothing viral, you ain't do nothing crazy, it just popped.
But now it's like, back in the days, it was like, oh, he sold 100,000 copies first week and blah, blah. Now it's like, oh, they stream about 26,000 copies. And yeah, he's number one.
Yeah,
or she's number one. And that's how they do it now.
Yeah, but I mean, they should know better. Again, like I said, look, I wanted to ask people also, how did they feel about this Drake situation with him suing, Universal?
Showing his true light skin.
Yeah, but Christopher Williams out there in the world and the Albie Shores in the world. You know what I'm saying? But
beef.
But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I don't know why he would even put that out there. Meaning that, dog, you probably did it yourself too when you was hot.
Because all right.
Listen, and again, for my
to the radio station,
recollection on things, when he was signed to Wayne and them, Wayne and them Cash Money, all of them was under the Universal umbrella. Yeah. So it's like, don't act like you wasn't part of that algorithm, that movement, those bots and all these different things.
But my thing is, he's there.
AP, you back?
He's there. I hear him. But my thing is that he's calling out to them saying that, oh, he's calling me this and he's calling me that. But yet you're on stage.
Are you talking about Kendrick?
Yeah.
Oh, he wild. Can't do that.
He's basically saying, yo, I'm suing because y'all pumping this record,
you can't
this
do
song.
That. It's the culture, homie. You can't do that.
No. Listen. That's not why he's suing, bro. That's not why he's suing.
Hold on. I was gonna say because he was like, yo, he's repeatedly calling me a pedophile and this and that. But yeah, he's on stage singing it.
That don't got nothing to do with it, bro. Primarily, the reason why he's doing it is because he knows there's concrete evidence to show that what's been happening with the record, okay, has been assisted by bots and payola, right? And he knows that for a fact because his systems have used it before as well.
That's what I was just saying.
But the thing is this. He is in contract negotiations, right?
And it's dead in his situation.
And if you are messing up with the CRM, which is the way that they calculate how to pay back for the records, you'll remember that for Not Like Us, Kendrick removed the copyright. So that gave the leeway for everybody to use it and play it wherever they wanted to play it without any problems. Right? So what happens then, your record gets supposedly oversaturated and a bunch and being played in a bunch of markets because you don't have the BMI and the ASCAPs and the NESAC and all those people going out to get money for your records the same way that they would before because you gave up the copyright for it. Just so it could get out to a bunch of places. But that's also a smoke screen because you have to now, it's basically like saying to a company, I want to audit. So give me my audit. So with his negotiations, his contract could have been $1 billion for his new negotiations, Drake. But when they'll say, "Hey, your numbers are not working as
Will
well
feel
as this
artists.
records are working," because they're the same distributor.
Right.
These two guys are on the same label,
Mm.
basically. Okay, just different people steering the ship, right? So he's just basically trying to get his fair share of what's going on, which they won't give him, but they'll probably give him some money to settle and shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the second part comes into, hey, there's defamation that you're letting certain things go on the record now. I can tell you wholeheartedly that don't got nothing to do with Drake, bro.
Mm.
But you got to understand, Drake is a multi-billion-dollar machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, John,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're protecting the multi-billion-dollar machine, you think
Mm-hmm.
that's only going to be Birdman and Young Money saying that?
Yeah.
Understand, 40 something percent of the music that's streamed on Spotify and Apple and Pandora, 40% market share goes towards Universal Drake.
Mm-hmm.
40 something percent, y'all. That
Yeah, they've
like
been eating. Yeah.
that's a crazy amount,
Yeah.
right? Now, if he can still he went on tour for the past back to back. This is the first year. This year was the first year that he didn't do back to back to back to back, and he toured this year at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go on tour next. He's gonna sell because at the end of the day, these regular um things that our culture sees as, oh, ooh, oh man, I'm street, and no, that can't go out. He's a snitch, and man, guess what, man? The people that go and buy these $400 tickets
They ain't care
are
about
not a
that.
bunch of black
Yeah.
kids.
They ain't care
They
about
don't
that.
care about it. The same way they didn't care about Gunner
They ain't care about 6ix9ine. That was the number
came out,
one.
the same way they didn't care about 6ix9ine. That's the same people that are making that Billboard list the way they did, because they're a
Yeah.
bunch of academic types like that are doing their thing, and they don't care about history, what should be. It's just what feels good, what sounds good, what looks good.
All right. It is. Yeah, listen,
Is
like
what
I
it
said,
is.
at the end of the day, I mean, I get it on both sides. He gonna argue it out, but I don't know. Look, unfortunately, he couldn't find a way to do it under the table. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. I guess there's no real way around it because once you put it out there, they definitely gonna put it out there. So it's like you need to get your money. You gotta do what you gotta do, but it comes with it in the battle zone or in the art of rapping, in the art of hip hop. When it comes to these diss tracks and different things like that, this is part of the game. This is what makes it what it is. You know what I'm saying? And when you sign on to be this individual, it comes with all that. So when it's nice, but when it's not, it's not. Did you know how many artists out there that we know that we seen that was at the top? Now they in the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's why the main thing you got to learn in this industry is to humble yourself. The ones that humble
What?
themselves, you can't, no matter if you're at the bottom, you still at the top.
You know how many people that were looking at Kiko and Patty like, oh man, you ain't nothing.
And now,
You ain't this that, and guess what? For them to even get a sniff, around the Cali, guess who you got to go to? You see what I'm saying? And
Sure.
it's no different than some of the other people, but not all the people work for it the right way, right? You may have dudes that call themselves mayor, you know, that is doing that Jay-Z party tonight. Phil is part of that. Yeah. You know, there's something to it, man. And you know, some people are stand up, and some people are just sit downs, or sit on the toilet to take a leak.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm not even gonna say that.
Yeah, you know, I'm that's why I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to observe my Sabbath.
Yeah, I'm gonna be super nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be super nice. When you said mayor, I'm like, I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
man.
say that. I'm cool with it.
But there's no need to, because understand this, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Other people soon see what you
Yeah.
may be talking about, right? They may be going through it a different way or whatnot, but what's for you is for you, right?
Yo,
And at the end of the day, you can sleep well,
good.
right? And good, knowing that while they
Oh.
still have to run the rat race to keep up with the stuff that they've sold to people, right? Because it's not easy. It's not easy because people just see a club packed, right? And just think, yo, man, they raking in. There is a lot more money than it was when we were doing things, right?
Mhm.
But it's still a business, because if it wasn't, half of these cats wouldn't be still working if they were making the money that they perceive to be making. And one thing for sure is that the pandemic taught us is that the money that all these cats were saying that they had, 6 months of the country being shut down, the first 6 months showed you that they didn't really have that money, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. In closing, this is what I tell people all the time. It's a funny thing because you AP, you know, and again, you know, for us, we know different because we coming from that time zone. We coming from that place. You know what I'm saying? We done seen a lot of these artists that sat in rooms and hung out and all this stuff here. Like I mentioned before that I chopped it up with Beyonce, and some people will look at you like, "What? You lying? You ain't sitting on
Beyonce, you?
I'm like,
what?
oh man, listen, why would you think that it's unheard of that somebody can sit down and talk with Beyonce in a spot? Like, nah, you ain't listen, these are just regular people like anything else. You didn't take no picture, you ain't get no yet. I didn't want no picture and I didn't want no autographs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, homie, I sat in me and the tennis player that broke history for a lot of things, Martina Navratilova, right? Me and her chopped it up on numerous occasions, and it sat back and I helped her out with some stuff because she does paintings. You know what I'm saying? So she asked me to help her organize some of her stuff, and me and her sitting down and some other heads that they doing cartwheels and trying to get around her and this and that. And the number one thing, it was like, yo, because me and her, I'm just there like, yo, what you want? What you? I'm not even changing up nothing. I'm still me. I'm like, yo, what's good? You know? And she's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, yo, nothing. What we doing today? She's like, oh, I just need some. All right, cool. Let's get it done. Boom. I helped organize all her stuff for her as far as the painting. And she hit me back up like, yo, what's up? Let's hang out again and help me out with some, yo, whatever. Let me know. What up? So there's a whole different caliber. You know what I'm saying? A whole different situation. You're talking about people that broke molds in history and stuff like that. So when you're talking about some little rappers and stuff like that on the back end, it's like, so what? So if I didn't hound her, I got invited to her house. I was like, yeah, one of these days come through, you know? And it's not being cocky or anything. It's just, yo, at the end of the day, I just view it as, look, you're an individual. You're no different than I am. We do the same things. The only thing is your status, your money, and different things of that nature. But at the end of the day, so what? It's not gonna make or break anything. You're not doing nothing special for me, nothing different for me to be doing cartwheels just to be around you. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you try to tell people all the time. At the end of the day, these people will respect you more when they see that you're not crabbing to be around them, because they've had that all their life. There's someone come around, oh my God, it's such and such. And then they're like, oh my God, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit there, you just cool, like, yo, what up? And I sat with Serena, you know what I'm saying? Okay, she's here. I sat with Lil Wayne, a bunch of them, same thing. Take no pictures. Don't need your autograph. It's nice chopping it up with you, and that was it. That's it. So at the end of the day, being humble is the number one thing that'll get you here and there. I've been around artists that was, like I said, on top, and they're on the bottom now. But at the end of the day, I would more respect them and do anything for them more than the ones that are on top and being real assholish. Because those people, you could say, are grounded. You know what I'm saying? You got the KRS Ones, the Slick Ricks, Coogee Raps, a bunch of them that Red Mans, a bunch of them Meth, that are real down to earth people that you can sit down and really chop it up with. And if anything went left with them, yo, here's my couch if need be. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that you really gravitate to, because those are the ones that are still giving back and doing things in their small ways. Because even just the knowledge is something to give back. So for everyone out there, I'm just saying, again, just keep yourself humble on whatever you do in life. If you made it, gravy. But you don't step on the people that's behind you, and you don't forget the people that helped you to get where you're going. That's the number one thing. And I think that's the number one thing, that when AP and I sit here and we talk and we be nice, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's situations like that where we know that, yo, the contribution wasn't just made by one individual. It was made by a group of people that allowed or that assisted with moving this hip hop movement forward. And that's all it is. But at the end of the day, no one's begging now to just say, oh, put me on, please help me. And nah, it ain't never gonna happen. There's no D riding over here. So we just keep it moving. That's it. AP?
Hey man, I don't know if you guys have seen that new viral game coming out. What is it? Something we do not judge.
That.
What is that? No, I'm not a gamer.
Nah, it's not a game.
I'm a worker.
It's we listen and we do not judge.
We listen and we do not judge. There you go.
We listen and we do not judge.
Is this a saying or something?
Nah, it's not.
No,
what is it?
It's like two people.
It's like basically me saying we listen and we do not judge.
Okay.
From time to time,
and
you
then,
talk too much.
That's what it said?
Right, no. An example.
He's saying that to you, bro. That's what he's saying to you. So
you have story times.
When he says it to you, you just have to take it, and you can't judge. Now then, you say what you got to say about him, and he cannot judge, right? Okay. Yeah. So, that's the times that we're in, bro. Like.
I cut from a different cloth.
Hey, no, the one that gets me is the suspect.
See, AP, we cut from a different cloth. For me, I've been in studios before, and as soon as I walk in, they'll tell me like, "Yo, don't say nothing. Like, no matter what, don't say nothing."
Yo, they do that,
and I'm like, I'll try. I'll sit there, and then the worst thing the artist would do is be like, "What you think?" I'm like,
"It's garbage, bro."
And they like. Yeah, and then my man will look at me like, yo, don't say nothing. And I'm like,
because you know why they don't want you to say something, right? Because they don't want you to mess up their situation. Yeah. Not really for you. It's all about how they look and the look, right? And once again, so much people. I know you wrapping up. It's the look.
Yeah.
The look and the feeling is so much more. Because hey, straight up, man. I'm going to tell you something very unpopular, right? Jay-Z is not a multi-billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not. But people don't understand what evaluations are.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going with it, yeah.
So, if he has 200 million cash, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
They take that and they 10x it.
Mm-hmm.
When you 10x it, it gives you $2 something billion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's projected what you have, but it's not all cash of what you have. And I'll go
Right.
back to what I just said a little while ago. There is a non-common understanding that, hey, I'm not full of cash of what it says I have.
Says, yeah.
Like Trump was not a multi-billionaire before he and after. Like he wasn't even a real multi-millionaire when he became president, right? But things change, right? And for what people say and what they think, like, come on, the man got over 70 something failed businesses, but perception is he is the person, and you know. So once again, if people paid attention to the real thing, they would really understand things a lot better, and that list wouldn't sound and look crazy as it is. Because once again, that's just like saying, hey, who are some of the greatest minds of this world when it comes to finances, right? And if you ask people to put 10 people down, guess whose name they wouldn't put on this list? I guarantee you, if it was the
Finance.
IT's age groups, yes, guess what name they wouldn't put on there?
I'm a respect that.
Finance. Got me on that. Go ahead.
Like richest people.
Warren Buffett.
Guaranteed, Warren Buffett's name would not be on that list.
Yep.
And he's the greatest mind still of this. Of the past century and this new century, right? But his name would not be on there. So does that invalidate? Does that invalidate the list?
No.
It
does. Yeah.
Right, but it goes back to what knowledge
perceptions
people have that are putting together or writing down on this list. Because for them it'd be like, oh man, he's not popping. Well, what is popping? Like, come on, man.
You know, going back to what you were saying in closing, they don't want to get themselves in trouble. I'm gonna just say this: if anybody remember, I think Clue had put out the mixtape, The Professional. That was the mixtape that had Jay-Z and Maya.
Best of You.
Yeah. So it had that. It had Nori on there. Now remember, I was in the session when Nori came in, right? So Nori came to drop his joint, right? And Clue was in there. Clue's making the beat. So I'm in there. My man, he's engineering the session. My man said, "Yo, just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing." Okay. So I'm like, all right. I'm in there. Nori comes in. And this is old Nori. This is old Nori with CNN, and Nori's bouncing from wall to wall and everything. Yo, what up? Goes in the booth. And Nori's taking forever. Like they done passed the man in about 1 million times, right? So Clue and him getting in an argument over the whole thing. He taking too long, blah, 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 blah. So Clue's making the beat, right? And I'm listening to it on the side, right? I'm listening. I'm like, yo, shit's off. So I said, I couldn't hold it back no more. I said to Clue, I said, yo, that beat's off. So Clue said, what? I said, it's off. The timing is off on it. So you need to go back in and go do this and do that. So he's looking at me like, you know who I am? You know, blase blah. I'm like, I know Clue from back in the days and everything. So I just don't think Money really realized who I was when I was in there that day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at him like, yo, it's off. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So my man now, he hears the conversation and Clue's like, what you mean it's off? What you mean it's off? What you talk about? Like, I'm Clue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right, homie. So my man, he started packing up his stuff. He's like, all right, yo, let's go. All right, man, we out. So Nori's in there. We all in there. So I'm starting to get my stuff. I'm walking out.
That's on the best of me. That one?
Nah, it was a professional. That was
No, I'm saying though.
Yeah, the best
of me.
Yes, y'all. Jigga Man Beyond. Yeah.
This one?
So,
hold up.
Yeah. So, homie said, before I was walking out the door, he stops me. He said, yo, my man, you was right. It was off. I just checked it. Yo, how you heard it like that so fast? I said, yo, this what my ear does. This is what I do. Right?
Yo, Jigga Man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon
Yeah,
though. Some of them be
that was
crawling.
it.
Get the best of you.
So,
Never put my all
my
in.
man,
That
let me
money
tell you
talk for
something.
the
My
Lord.
man dragged me out that studio so fast. And I was like, yo, see, you stupid. Situations like this is when we need to be in there with these dudes more than anything else. Just because he clued don't mean you can't be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, that's his job, this is this, and all this other stupid stuff. So it's like, whatever. Shout out to Ernesto, aka DJ Clue. What up? Okay. What up, baby? Shout out to Shadyville, the rest of them crews out there. Envy, you know what time it is too. Rashid. So
Rashawn.
Sean. So shout out to the whole squad out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can't let it go. Shadyville's in the building. What up? Hollis crew forever. Okay. Yeah. So AP, yo, I want to thank you for Rashad. Yeah. AKA Lamo. So AP, I want to thank you for joining us tonight, man. Always good to chop it up. Black IT, Q, wherever you are, the rest of the squad and everybody out there. Feliz Navidad when it comes around. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone that ate and had a great time with your family and everything. Christmas is coming around the block. Shout out to everybody up top. After that, New Year's. So like I said, we'll be in and out here and there. We'll make announcements when we're not gonna be here or post some old shows or huh?
We ain't gonna be
Yeah, IT said, yo, the whole squad is traveling.
Like I said, just look out. You
never know. But
you never know.
Wherever we going and whoever's going, we can definitely do some lives while we
like I said, I got the mic.
Illuminati.
I heard that.
Got the mic up and like, yo.
Clue.
Illuminati.
You remember that, right? Yeah. So shout out to everybody out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So AP, man, once again, thank you very much, man. Enjoy the holiday with the family and everyone. Blessings to everyone, man. It was a great year. We're ending out. I'm hoping 2025 is a lot better, a lot more prosperities, and get that money. Word up.
Oh man,
that was a nice ending right there.
It was, man. It was.
You heard?
You got me off.
Yeah,
man. All right, hey, AP.
IT ain't on the button. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because you know why I was trying to catch that clue part at the beginning.
He too worried about clues instead of hearing it. But
so I was just trying to bring that in. But,
but anyway, everybody out there, man, get off the couch, go out in the world and be somebody. You can find us on all the platforms, live at the Barbershop every Friday night, 9 p.m. Be there, B Square. AP, we will be in the building.
Be outside
some other week.
Go out in the world and be somebody.